release unhealthy comparison. Here's a beautiful thing. This is day 11. Today's intention is I release unhealthy comparison. The thing is, there's a lot of people out there that will compare. And there's nothing wrong with comparing with someone. The thing is, when you compare, you got to compare from a healthy place. When you compare, you're comparing where you are with where they are to see what can I learn from them, somebody that's ahead of you. But when you are comparing in an unhealthy way, Lance, is when you're comparing your crawl with their run. There's a big gap between your starting point and their starting point, and that is unhealthy comparison. I had to learn that the hard way. I remember when I was starting my coaching business, there were people that I admired and not realizing the work that they put into it because I wasn't doing it yet. I was just admiring them from a distance. And when you admire people from a distance, you get this picture in your head as if it's a certain way. But it's not until you start doing it, Lance, that you realize that, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. There's a lot more to be done. There's a lot more that's involved. There's a lot more moving parts. I need more people. I need a team. And when we compare ourselves, Miss Donna, in an unhealthy way, we get unhealthy response, and then we get stuck in the comparison. Again, today's intention, day 11, is I release unhealthy comparison. I want to share my view with you, Pi. Thank you for meeting me here again this morning. And many of you guys have been on this journey with me. This is day 11. Today's intention is I release unhealthy comparison. Unhealthy comparison will keep you stuck. Unhealthy comparison, love boy, will cause you to diminish your power, your knowledge, what you're good at, who you are. Unhealthy comparison take you down this road, this path that could cause you never to return if you're not careful. So when you say I release unhealthy comparison, you're demanding to stay in your lane. You're demanding yourself and commanding who you are to decide who are you and believe that person and show up as that person. My path is valid and unfolding. These are things you're telling yourself. My path is valid and unfolding. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Catherine. We have got to stop this unhealthy comparison because it robs us of our joy, our peace, what's possible, and we get caught up in other people's dream and other people's thing. And like I mentioned before, for those of you who are just joining, is that comparison is not a bad thing, but unhealthy comparison is when you are comparing your apple to their orange. That's two different fruits. You're comparing your walk to their run. They're way ahead of you. You don't know how they got there, but you are where you are. Healthy comparison is when you're saying, okay, I'm just starting out. Let me look at them. Where did they start from? What can I learn from when they got started with their business, when they got started with their entrepreneurship, when they got started with their leadership? It is so critical that we are comparing right. Because comparing in a healthy way is a good thing. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Richard. It's a good thing when you can compare in a healthy way. You're saying, I can learn something from somebody else. But unhealthy comparison is when you are comparing where you are, your starting point, to their middle or ending point. You see them on this top tier at their next level, and you're just starting out. A healthy comparison, Lady B, is to draw information from somebody else and say, you know what, I can learn from them. That's healthy. And there's nothing wrong with comparison unless you're doing it the wrong way, right? I'm going to sign off and I'll meet you here again a little later. Put in the chat, what are you learning? What are you getting? How are you implementing the different intentions that we're setting daily? Go back and listen to them. I upload them to my channel. So click on them and make sure that you're sharing them, you're saving them as favorite. I want to take this time also, Queen Yo, to invite you to an upcoming workshop that I'm having January 20th. And it's about having your best year ever. It's important that we set the stage for what we want to experience in 2026. And that's by looking back and comparing what happened in 2025 to your new list for 2026. What's the outcome that you want in 2026? What desire you want? Who do you need to partner with? What marketing thing you need to do? What role you have your eye on at work? Do you want to be a people leader? Do you want to what do you want to do now? Do you want to be a project manager? What is it you want to do? As an executive life coach, I will help you walk through it so you can look back and compare what you did, what the gaps are. Because how many of you know, as you're driving, if you're all drivers, you've got to look back when you're crossing over the lanes, right? To make sure you don't drive into somebody else and you don't have an accident. You look back in your rear view mirror to make sure it's clear, there's a clear path. And then you can move forward in a healthy, safe way. That's the same thing when you do healthy comparison. But unhealthy comparison will rob you of your future, rob you of your joy, and rob you for all that's possible. So I will meet you here again tomorrow morning at 7:45. I would love for you to join me, like and share these videos, share them, share them, share them. Click on the link in my bio and register for the event. I appreciate and I love you. Happy Sunday morning. It is cold. I'm going to get an extra layer from my car. I'm going to put on some gloves and I'm going to finish my 10,000 steps. I hope you're doing something healthy for you. I thank you and I appreciate you all for showing up today. Have a great day and all the best. And I see